So let's learn how to make this envelope. So let's use the tri-panel envelope creator. These are the 3 dies which cuts the envelope, and using these 3 dies I have cut the base. This is the back flap and this is the top flap. Then using the matting dies I have cut the mats to this. This is the back flap, then this is the front mat, which it was a plain mat and which I have embossed it using the texture plate. Fine. And now this is our top flap, which I have used and embossed with the pebbles texture plate. So whenever you are using a texture plate, what will you do is you will first cut this. This has to cut first, and after cutting this we are going to emboss it. This is how we work with texture plates. Now let's get going to make our envelope. So these are the 3 pieces. This is the base piece and we are going to score it. I have used 250 GSM paper to make these envelopes and they are perfect. You don't need anything more than this only. Tacky tape is generally a little tricky to use, so you need to be very careful when you are using it. And I stick it here. Let me burnish it properly. And when I'm using my tacky tape, let's first do the bottom of it. And I always put a little glue on my tacky tape so that it gives me a little time to wriggle around my piece. And now I will align this piece to the bottom and burnish it. Right, now this I'll remove completely, and this one also I'll remove completely, but I will leave a part of tape on it, which I will probably figure out to use an adhesive eraser or something. And see, they fit perfectly. Okay, now comes the top flap, and this is how we are going to adhere it. Again a layer of it. I'll take it to the side. And now it's very simple to do this envelope. It's very quick and easy. You really don't have to do much of it, and see, the base of your envelope is ready. Now let us do the matting part of it. So I'm not using any kind of two-way tape on this. If you want, you can even use two-way tape on this. It is very neatly aligned. We can't do a bone folder on this because this may actually take away the pressure, which may actually take the effect out. And now if you are worried about this part being seen, what you can do is you can put another flap here if that bothers you a lot, and you will not be able to see the joint, and it still closes very much neatly. If you want, just trim it a little on this side here, and you can attach that flap if that is bothering you. Okay, now let's stick this part. Again, the layers are very perfect. And the matting has a nice border on top, on the side of it. If you want, you can keep it under the mattress for some time. And this is our top layer. Okay, so let us adhere this too. And this, I think I will do it with the tacky tape. Again, burnish it a little. Again, I'm giving a little liquid adhesive on it, and also at these spots where there's so the texture on this mat of mine is a little crooked, but since I don't have anything ready to show you again, and this envelope base is ready for us. Okay, now I've used the Lotus lattice panel and I have cut this die cut out of it. Okay, so using this die cut, I am going to cut a square which measures 3 and a quarter by 3 and a quarter. Let me just cut it and get it back. So I have used the panel, and this measures 3 and a quarter by 3 and a quarter. It's a square piece. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut it in the center. I hope you can see it. I'm going to align both the corners of it, and cut it. Okay, and okay, and now I'll take this other piece and paste it in this corner, leaving the equal space. Okay, align it and now let's again align it. It's a lot of border, so I'll trim it again. Yes, I'm happy with this kind of border. And I'm going to trim it a little, and again I'm going to cut this border too. Great. It's a little tilted, but don't worry, we'll place it in a way that we don't see these borders. Okay, so this is ready, and now we have a leftover piece, which is the square. Okay, now with the leftover piece I've cut a panel which is 2 inches by 4.5 inches, and this panel is 1/8 inch less than that panel. And to stick it well, okay, so this is going to leave an equal border on all 4 sides. Okay, now I'll align it on my envelope. So see, I'll show you different possibilities with this. So we are going to put it here, showing our green part a little. Okay, and this is the one that we are finally going to create. If you want, you can let it be like this and put a sentiment in the even put it like this and like this. Then we can even trim it and give the gaps in between. Okay, so there can be many layouts that you can do with this. Now let me just stick these pieces and then we'll decorate it. Okay, so this portion I've put the foam tape, and these I'm going to stick plain. So let me just first fix the places. 1 second. This goes here. I'm trying that I be inside the matting so that even that texture of the matting is shown, and yes, it is completely possible. And I'll hold it for a while, or I'll put some weight on it. Okay, and let us align this piece also, leaving the border. And yes, both our pieces are ready. Now let me remove so here is my foam tape, and I align it here in the center. Okay, Let's do some decorations for this. I have some beads to stick. You can use E6000 or anything that you want to use. I prefer using my simple fabric glue. And this simple detailing enhances the look of your envelope. Putting one here, and now 1, 2, 3. You can, if you want, you can always align it and then cut it. I didn't want it to waste much of paper. That's the reason I have just used the I'll leave it for drying. Our final step to add to the beauty of our envelope. These beads have done a really good job and made our envelope look prettier. Thanks for watching.